Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Africa. Good morning, world. My name is Barrister Pink Republic, aka the Princess of Umokbo, Oka, Anambra State. See, Nigerians, we know how to make jokes, right? Ever since this Trump issue, everybody has been talking one or two things. It's not part of our hot topic today, but it will relate to something that I want to make mention of. And people are just saying this and that. But there was a foreign report. I also reported it on my blog so that maybe the message will go around. That President Trump actually watched a special. He actually watched a special on Fox News. And that thing showed genocide. So it was Fox News that carried that. It's like a documentary. That was when he saw it and his head sparked and he spoke out like that. It's okay, but I would like us not to see it in the bad way or in the good way, right? And the truth is that if you can direct them to the real insurgents, let them do the right thing. After all, they've been here before in Nigeria. So that's the only thing I'll say about it. And we all should also pray. We should not be scattered. And trust, people always make humor about everything. Somebody actually went to the post where President Trump actually made that comment. You understand? I think through his defense minister, I said President Trump should not only come here in Nigeria to fight insurgents, but to also make sure that the rent in Ibadan, they reduce it. Some people say they are troubled. They are troubled. Okay, let me leave. I just wanted to make this conversation lighter because what I'm about to mention is part of the hot topic. And they say faith leaders in the United States are prevented by ICE from giving communion, that is the Holy Communion, to immigrants. So faith leaders criticize ICE and the Department of Homeland Security for denying them access to give communion to immigrants at a detention facility in Illinois over the weekend. The Coalition for Spiritual and Public Leadership, CSPL, a Catholic and Christian non-profit, organized a mass outside the Immigration Processing Center to mark All Saints Day and Dia de los Muertos. Organizers estimated around 2,000 people attended, many praying, singing, and holding signs protesting ICE. CSPL Executive Director Michael Okinzig Cruz called the federal crackdown in Chicago chaos and mayhem, saying it has caused fear and trauma for the families they work with. CSPL said they submitted a formal request over a week in advance and took multiple steps to allow ministers to provide communion, but they were denied entry for the second time since their first attempt on 11th of October 2025. Broadview Mayor Catherine Thompson also submitted a letter to DHS and ICE on their behalf, which went unanswered. Sister Joanne Pech, president of Catherine's Caring Corps and Chicago Auxiliary Bishop Jose Maria Garcia Madonna, led the delegation. Pech, who had prayed for immigrants outside the center for nearly 20 years, said federal agents repeatedly drove past the mass, appearing to intimidate participants. Illinois State Police confirmed the delegation could not enter due to safety reasons, though Pech questioned whose safety was at risk. noting she has spent years inside the facility without incident. Attendees expressed concern over the denial of religious services. Peck said immigrants deserve pastoral care and communion, while Dan Greenstone, who is not Catholic, described the Mass as a moving ceremony juxtaposed against the razor wire and tactical vehicles. Okinzik Cruz said CSPL plans to submit another request and meet with officials to offer communion, emphasizing that denying access infringes on religious freedom. We have to keep going back persistently, non-violently, but we are not gonna give up, he said. So these are people that actually are Catholics, right? I'm a Catholic myself, and it's important for us anytime we attend any mass, be it small or big mass, evening mass, afternoon mass, morning mass, we need to receive Holy Communion. I pray for all of them. I know that they feel that their rights have been trampled upon. May God heal them. What I'm saying this is that they are also human beings. They have human rights, and they should also look into it. Let the officials look into it. Holy Communion, they can even give them maybe from the gates. You understand? They don't need to get inside. They should also think about this, my opinion. So let me quickly dive into the next hot topic because of time. So they say tension rise during the 74th Miss Universe orientation and certain ceremony. So you know the reigning queen that was crowned in November 2024, her name is Victoria, right? So she stood up and left after she witnessed how there's a man they call Tiwat. Maybe the guy is like the Ben Bruce of Thailand. Maybe he made this Miss Universe pageant possible in Thailand, right? So it's like the guy has invested so much in the pageant, and he wanted most of the contestants to advertise for some of their sponsors, right? But if you check it, it's not by force. You have to get proper consent from these people. So I think Miss Mexico did not want to partake in the sponsored adverts and all that. And I think the Nawat, from the video I watched, started speaking rudely, maybe to the man. They said the man that brought her to Thailand was a very prominent man. He owns, like, I would just say, use the word, like in Nigeria they'll say Minister of Culture. Somebody like that followed Miss Mexico to the Miss Universe pageant in Thailand, and the Nawat started speaking rudely to the man. So Miss Mexico was so upset and also started speaking back to him, and immediately he told her to like get out and was calling security. So she stood up and left the hall, and some of the pageants, they stood up and left the hall. When I watched the video, that man was nasty. That is the truth about the whole thing. I think he was trying, you know, when you are under pressure and you feel that you are trying to meet up one or two things, you just become nasty. I heard the man is a very nice man, in quotes, but the video I saw, he does not look nice. And after the whole fracas, because Miss Mexico also made her own interview, her own she gave press time to press people, and she said he called her shut up, dumb, all these derogatory words that make a woman not to have a voice. You understand? So she felt very small in the eyes of the man, which she believed that the pageant is all about empowerment. But later on, Miss Universe also sent a letter out there speaking about coexisting and people that came, you know, in my language we'll call it a war, neither here or there, because when I read the letter, it was not speaking directly to anybody or to the sponsors, it just all around that. And the funny thing about this whole thing, when Miss Mexico left another girl, so they started writing names of the girls that remained. Let me tell you what people don't understand. You cannot have a Miss Universe when some countries are not represented and they are actually there. You have to learn to treat people right. If in your country you don't treat women very well, when it involves other people's country where women have a voice, please, you have to tune down that your character. Though the Nawat, he did a live video that was yesterday night. So let me give you some of the things he said he had learned about this pageant. So I'll call it, he wants like a note, I'll call it like a note that I was just jotting down yesterday. So he wants to organize big events, but some delegates do not cooperate. Number 2, there are around 20 countries that refuse to film videos for sponsors. Number 3, he pays for everything and wants delegates to film videos so that he will get something in return. He called for security during the sashing ceremony because he was afraid and uncomfortable that something is going to happen to him. He feels so much pressure, stressed every day because of the occurring problems. Latinas have separate groups, treated differently, so he wants fairness for all. He already apologized for the 75 remaining girls in the room for what happened. He wants 5-star service for the girls, but some delegates are hard to do it. No official people from MU in Thailand right now, but they will be meeting this afternoon urgently. Mr. Mario is so nice, he replies to him immediately and they go to the same direction to make good events. He just wants a quality show and have everyone to have good experience, especially in Phuket and Pattaya. He invested a lot in the 74th Miss Universe to make everyone happy. He likes Mexico as a country, but the situation right now is too much and too hard. From now, he hopes everything to be better and have solution for their staff and chaperones. He won't force any delegates to film videos anymore if they don't want to. He promised to take care of all the delegates as much as he can and it won't happen again. He will let everyone free to do everything they want without any condition. Miss Universe organization is coming to work with him immediately. Apologize to the fans, but please understand his side too. He experienced daily problems for the past 3 days. Do not worry about Miss Mexico. He will take care of her and everything will be fine. But the truth about this whole thing is that I will be sad if Miss Mexico go home and they don't stop her from contesting and why she came. So people should be sensitive about other people's culture and every other thing. I pray that they can convince Miss Victoria, who is the current Miss Universe, to come back and do some of the things she's supposed to do. Because if you see the way she walked out, let me see if I have the video here. If you see the way she walked out and the way she was speaking, you know that she was really very, very angry. Let me see. So yeah, I hope you can see, because she walked out of the ceremony. Oh my God. You see her? I really don't want to increase the volume, but I just want to show you. But she was saying her own. I don't want to show when Nawat, this is Miss Mexico, when she was saying.
I truly love Thailand. I respect all of you. I think that you're amazing people. But what just Georgia and Turkey is not respectful. He called me dumb because he have problems with the organization. And I think that's not fair because I'm here and I do everything okay. I don't mess with anyone. I just try to be kind. I'm trying to give my best. And he just shot me and he just said to me and shut up on a lot of different things. And I think that the world needs to see this because we're empowered woman, and this is a platform for our voice. And no one can shut our voice.
So that's why I say one has to be very careful when you are dealing with people from other countries, because their culture differs. Okay, so you don't call somebody you don't know shut up dumb, or even the way people even look at people up and down. Okay, so let me quickly move over to the movie section. So there's a movie I watched this week. It's called Evil Succession, acted by Claire Mohammed, Ramsey Noir, very prominent people. But from the camera, the film is looking like early 2000s or maybe late 90s, right? But the focus on this movie is the kind of friends you have. This guy is supposed to be a lawyer to his friend that is on exile, to take care of his wife and help him finish the house, buy land and build a house, something like that. Guess what? He became the man's enemy. You can catch up with this film on YouTube. This movie will surprise you how they give people money, and instead of them to execute what they give to them, the person use the money to be looking for how to kill the man. What's name? Hanks Anuku was also in the movie. It's a very nice movie. You will see Ramsey Noir in another light. See, let me tell you, Ramsey Noir is a very good actor. Even Claire Mohammed, Ramsey Noir at the time in that movie was dressed as a woman. It's a very lovely scene to see. And this movie, then this is Zeribe. They say yes, this lady they call her Zeribe, one of the old actors. Yeah, I think they say she's now based in Germany. Yeah, she was also in the movie. She was supposed to be the wife of the man. She started dating Claire Mohammed in the movie, and she got pregnant. And guess what? They started using the house in quotes. They did not build the house. They started using Aya Assassin to chase the man away after his exile expired. It's a must watch. Evil Successor. It's a must watch. I've said it before that you have not watched a movie before. As far as you have not watched it, that movie is still a new movie. So that movie will teach you a lesson. That's why I like old movies. Old movies have a way of giving you moral lesson. But nowadays, the kind of movie they act, they is lacking moral lesson. So let me not say much. Go and watch Evil Successor on YouTube. So there's another YouTube movie. It's called Lace, right? It's a 1984 movie, but it's a mini series, right? It's also on YouTube. Why I said people should go and watch Lace is because of those people that send their children to boarding school. It's a mini series, three parts, yes. Because of those people sending their children to boarding school, how do we have children or a child get pregnant in boarding school? Their parents will not know, and they will live their life. Even their parents will die, will not know that they have grandchildren. That Lace is a mini series. You need to go and watch that movie. It's a 1984 movie. You see these four girls, how deadly they are. The one below will shock you who she is. You need to watch this movie. I don't want to give you any more spoiler because of time. Then the other one is Etiti. Etiti is a 2025 series on Showmax. Why I want people to go and watch Etiti is when people are saying village people. When you watch Etiti, you will know why. It's about a guy who is destined to be killed by his father. But the intrigues in between this Etiti is something you might like to watch. Then you will know why people keep saying village people. It's a must watch. You can watch it on Showmax. It's a 2025 movie. And these are movies you might want to watch. I hope you enjoyed today's segment. So don't forget to shop with us at Antoinette Supermarket, 87B, Olani Street, New Okoba, Lagos. Bye for now.